Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be going over the Jasper.ai use cases. In case you're not familiar with the term, as we have right here, a specific situation in which a product or service could be potentially used or potentially be used. When it comes to Jasper, there's a lot of those use cases thanks to the templates that I'm just going to highlight. If you'd like to test out Jasper, I will leave my link down below. Not only can you get a free trial, but you get many bonus words. So instead of going through all, I'm going to go through each of these little sections right here, and we'll start with ads. So obviously, advertisements is going to be a big thing. Notice how they have Facebook here. They also have Google. There's some tone detectors. But with that, just because it just says Facebook and Google doesn't mean that you can't utilize these in other ad spots. Okay, so even if it's like on Instagram, TikTok, I know Instagram's like with Facebook, but just keep that in mind. There's a lot of flexibility when it comes to that. They also have the AID framework. These are going to be specific frameworks, which are going to be right here. These are kind of like copywriting templates, and they're great because you just enter in the specific information that you want to talk about in terms of your product, and it'll create it for you very quickly. Let's move on to the blog section. Probably would be a lot more here just because so many of these templates can be used. But as you'll see, intro paragraphs, conclusion paragraphs, outlines, post topic ideas, commands can be used anywhere where you just literally tell Jasper exactly what you want it to write. Or you could just ask it a question. It'll come up with answers for you. I actually use that in a couple of videos where you can do audience research to find your perfect audience. And like, it'll tell you some of their biggest fears, what they worry about, what they're looking to get out of maybe your product or your niche. It's pretty cool. You can improve content if you want. Explain it to a child to kind of like dumb it down a little. We have some FAQ generators. Listicles is great. Generate a numbered list based on a topic. I do have a separate video about that. It is a newer one. Same thing with the one-shot blog post. Literally within one click, once you have your content like ready to create, it'll create a short blog post for you, which is great. Paragraph generator is one of my favorite templates. Anytime you just need a paragraph about something, type it in, it'll create it for you. Of course, we've got some meta descriptions, text summarizers, and tone detectors. So a lot going on there. E-commerce, you're going to see a lot of like Amazon type stuff, product descriptions. Once again, more descriptions. You can turn features into benefits. And of course, if you're doing anything Amazon related, but keep in mind, like this doesn't have to be Amazon. It doesn't have to be e-commerce. It could be eBay. It could be for anywhere else you're going to be selling, like Facebook Marketplace, or maybe you just have it on like Gumroad or whatever it's going to be. Put in your product description, talk about the features, and you can utilize those. We have some sections for emails here. Once again, a lot of the repeated stuff like commands and content improver, you're going to see a lot. Once again, we saw feature to benefit, but we do have a section for email subject lines. We have bullet points, which you can utilize in your emails if you want, and personalized cold emails. Frameworks is what I talked about before. This is all about copywriting. These three are going to be the big ones right here. There's AIDI framework. We also have the before after bridge and the PAS framework, which is very simple. It's problem, agitate, solution. It's like, hey, have you had a problem with not being able to generate leads online? And because of that, you're not able to generate a substantial income. Hey, don't worry about that. I've got the solution for you. It's something as simple as that. Like it's literally PAS framework for a reason. Okay. Google. Once again, this is strictly going to be Google stuff, GMB, Google My Business, headlines, ads, event post, and so on and so forth. Let's go to marketing. We're going to have a few more things. We talked about these, FAQs. We have personal LinkedIn posts in case you want to use that on LinkedIn. And once again, just because it says LinkedIn doesn't mean you can't use it elsewhere on social media, okay? We have our newer ones, which are cool. Talked about most of these. Tweet Machines is new. You can generate viral tweets for Twitter. That's fun. Once again, doesn't have to be used for Twitter, okay? SEO is going to be a lot of meta description stuff and business as usual with these two popular templates. Social media, I just recently did a post about, and I did it with, you can talk about creative stories, but engaging questions is cool. I like the photo post captions. There's a TikTok one as well. Quora Answers is great. You can literally go to Quora. If someone has a question, plug it in there, copy and paste it, and then get your answer. And of course, Tweet Machine, a few others like Instagram photo captions. We have video. Love video if you couldn't tell enough. And Mini VSL is phenomenal. It'll create a miniature video sales letter for you, and obviously plugging in a good amount of information, but it's just great how it does that. I've done quite a few examples about that. If you want to see the video, just comment down below and I can link you to it. For YouTube, we have video descriptions, hooks and introductions. We have outlines, video titles, and topic topic ideas. Pretty similar with blog posts, a lot of the same stuff, but just for videos. You could obviously use those for blogs if you want. And of course, website like company bios, FAQs, headlines, tone detectors, text summarizers, unique value propositions, and a lot of these you've seen before. Like I said, there's a lot of overlap when it comes to using these. You might see a few extras, like this is going to be if you're using Jasper art, business or product name. There might be a few that didn't get like marketing angles. That's a different one. I don't think you saw or seen. And just kind of going through review responder, ridiculous marketing ideas. That's kind of like a joke. It's funny, don't actually use it like seriously. It's just kind of there if you want to get some crazy ideas. And that pretty much does it when it comes to the Jasper.ai use cases. The biggest thing I want you to get out of this is that be very flexible when it comes to using this. If you haven't used it, when you do go to use it, keep in mind, like I said, just because it says Amazon doesn't mean you can't use it for your own product description elsewhere, right? Just because this says blog post doesn't mean you can't use it for a YouTube script or for a YouTube conclusion, okay? And just because this is for copywriting doesn't mean that you can only use it on one spot. I mean, think about it. If you have a before-after bridge, that's a story. You can use that in an email, in a landing page, in a webinar. You could use it in a video, in your About Me, right? Like how you started, how you were struggling in the beginning and then you figured something out and got over after to that bridge, kind of why it's called the before after bridge. But that's the biggest thing I want you to get out of this, aside from the fact that it's very flexible. You can use it in a lot of different ways. That's that. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Those were just a few examples of the Jasper.ai use cases. If you want to test out the Jasper, the link will be down below in the description for your free trial and many bonus words. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.